Sorry we got interrupted there, fans. It's been a bad day, not a very good day. I'm going to be 35 years old, and it's not good. So we were talking about Dale. So you got this little teeny short guy who runs his mouth about how he's training for his pro card. And then he completely steps on his dick and gets third place at a little teeny bodybuilding show in South Florida called the Ruby Classic. And made a complete jackass out of himself. And he hasn't stopped patting himself on the back or self-promoting himself ever since. Now, I've said it many times of why I can't stand Dale, but I'm going to say it one more time. And you guys should start recording this so that you guys can repost what I'm going to say next about Dale. And this will clear up all the controversy of why I don't like Dale. What I'm about to say. Are you guys recording? Okay. Dale was, pretty decent guy when he first came down to Florida and met the Misfits and met Lenny. Everyone liked Dale. No one had a problem with Dale. But when Dale showed up to that Ruby, okay, Dale should have dieted down to 198 and gotten ripped and peeled and brought the best Dale to the stage he could in the light heavyweight class and gone for a first place trophy. Okay? If he would have done that, I would have had no problems with Dale. But you know what Dale did? He stayed above 198 so that he could beat Lenny in head-to-head competition. Okay? Dale competed in a class where he didn't belong, where he didn't have the muscle mass to even be on that stage, because he's a dwarf, he's 5'6". And Dale wound up with third place. And Jason got fourth, or Lenny got fourth, and Jason got fifth. So, that's my point. Dale stayed out of shape for his contest at the Ruby Classic to compete against Lenny head to head, because he wanted to make Lenny. He wanted to try and fucking humiliate Lenny. And what happened was it backfired on Dale. So Dale stays in the heavyweight class, weighs in at like 205. When the little munchkin could have dieted down to 198 and maybe got a first place trophy in the light heavies. Dale weighs in at like 205 and gets third because he wanted to humiliate Lenny. And Lenny's my friend. You want to humiliate Lenny? You're going to make an enemy in Jay Masters. Dale's my enemy. He should have never done that. What he did showed no class. He chose a third place trophy to try and make Lenny look bad, instead of bringing the best package he could possibly bring to the stage and going light heavyweight at 198 and going for a first place trophy. That's a scumbag fucking move. And if anybody disagrees with me, you're a fucking scumbag too. Because you always, to quote the great Herm Edwards, coach of the Jets, you play to win the game. Dale didn't play to win the game. Dale played to beat Lenny. And you don't do that. You do not do that. You play to win the game. You play to win the game. You don't play to fucking make someone else look bad. You play to win. And Dale played to make Lenny look bad. Now that short little piece of shit dwarf, everyone hates him. He got 5th in his last fucking contest, and he's never going to get better. Because karma's a bitch, you short little piece of fuck. Piece of dog shit. If there's karma in this world, that's why you got an ulcer during your last prep. Because you didn't go 198 at that Ruby. You didn't go for a first place trophy. You tried to humiliate my friend. You short little piece of shit. 5'6", fucking piece of shit, nothing. Can't even drive a fucking 5-speed. Who the fuck are you? Can't drive a 5-speed. You're a fucking moron. No high school diploma. Fucking hillbilly wife that goes to a Pentecostal church where they handle snakes. Fuck you. You suck, Dale. You could have gone 198 at the Ruby and gone for a first place trophy. And you know what? If you would have done that, whatever place you got, I would have fucking shook your fucking hand. But you know what? You stayed fat and plump and because you wanted to compete against Lenny head to head, and you still got 3rd because you're pathetic. You're not built for bodybuilding. You should have been a gymnast or a wrestler. Because you're just a short little faggot, like that fucking little faggot that does the outright bars, that calls himself a pro. Mark Lubliner. You're not even as good as Mark Lubliner, Dale. That's how sad and pathetic you are. You suck. You fucking suck, Dale. You're like a poor man's Mark Lubliner? What? I mean... I've never even heard of something so pathetic. That a guy is a poor man's Mark Lubliner. That's you, Dale. You try and humiliate my friend by staying in the heavyweight class, and you get 3rd? And you could have dieted down to 198 and maybe won and got a first place trophy. You're fucking stupid. You are fucking so stupid. That backfired so fucking bad on your ass. And you're talking smack that Cornelius is going to help me get my pro card. Dude, you got 3rd place at a local show. Nobody. I mean, you need to go to find smaller shows and try and get a first place. Or get in the right weight class for your height, you stupid dwarf. You little leprechaun. Lucky Charms chance. You can go fuck yourself, Dale. Don't ever show your face in fucking Delray if you try to humiliate my friend Lenny. Coming in there at 5'6", 205. Who the fuck do you think you are? 5'6", 205. I was bigger than that in the fucking 10th grade, you little clown. Well, not the 10th grade. I think I wrestled 10th grade. I wrestled 185. Fuck you, Dale. Fuck you, Dale. I wrestled 185 in the 10th grade. And your little shrimp ass is showing up at 35 years old at 205. You're a fucking loser. You are an absolute loser. I'll bet you're not even the biggest guy at your work. I bet there's some North Carolina hillbillies that work at your steel plant that are bigger than you. And I'll bet they think you're a fucking fag. You guys don't like hearing about Dale? I like talking about Dale. Dale sucks. And I explained why. Because instead of bringing his best package to the Ruby Classic, he stayed soft just so he could compete against Lenny one-on-one. And the little faggot still got third. Who the fuck preps for a bodybuilding show? And instead of bringing the best package they got, after all that hard work, instead of going for a first place trophy, sabotages themselves and goes in a fat class and winds up getting third when they maybe could have won the 198s. Dale, you are so stupid. That's why you didn't finish high school, bro. Or your dad was fucking you in the ass. That could be true, too. When Cornelius was so cocky back then, thinking Dale was gonna make him a name. Cornelius really thought Dale was gonna be like the next greatest thing, and Cornelius thought he was standing in tall cotton. I wish I would have been there that day, that night, when they gave Dale third place. Cornelius must have been crushed. Because Cornelius sunk his heart and soul into getting Dale ready for that show. Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen to these assholes. Look at all these horrible comments towards me. I won't even read them. Because, you know, that's how you fuck up a troll. Is you give them the silent treatment. Because they're losers. They're little pimply-faced fucking 15-year-old keyboard warriors living in their mom's basement, pissing in empty Mountain Dew bottles. Dale and Cornelius starring in Bareback Charleston. Yeah. I don't have a problem with Cornelius. Cornelius is cool, man. He's figured out that Dale's a clown. He just can't say it publicly because Dale pays him money. I'll never see Dale ever again in my life. And I'm happy about it. Who's this retired piss trooper guy? What a little faggot. You know who else I'm glad is out of my life is Hamburg. Oh. I can't stand Hamburg. But whatever. I was nice to him because I thought it was the right thing to do for the Misfits. And then the guy fucking betrays my trust, running his mouth to people that I'm not friends with. That's all I really have to say about Hamburg. Hamburg is all up in arms, like this false outrage, like, oh, yay, master, talk about my daughter being slut. I confront yay, I fly to America. You know, Hamburg, the last time you came to Delray, you never even saw Andrew because you were drunk the whole time. The one time you saw Brad and we went to that hamburger place with Adam McLeod, you started drinking. And Brad told me he noticed your hands were shaking. Hamburg, you're all talk, brother. You've got a problem. And, I don't dislike you for that. It's when you're sober and annoying that's a problem. Sending me all these goddamn videos, fucking holding a Monster Energy drink with your tongue out. I mean, Jesus Christ. How many times... That gets old, dude. Who the fuck do you think you are? Sending people pictures holding a Monster Energy drink with your tongue out. You're an idiot, Hamburg. We invite you to meet Lenny up at the gym and you show up drunk. Because Hamburg can't stay sober past 10 in the morning when he comes to Delray. You notice the guy never trains? He's just drunk all the time. Yeah. Oh, I can just hear Hamburg now. Oh, yay, yay, masters, I come to America, I talk to you about what you say about Hana. All I gotta do is say I'll meet you at 2 o'clock and you'll be so drunk. Hamburg, you're a mess. You need to stop coming to America to see the Misfits. You didn't even see Andrew the last time you were here. And you saw Brad once and you got drunk at the hamburger place like a loser. I'm not naming names, but you hung out with like people that aren't even Misfits, and because you're just not one of us. See, Hamburg, you want to hang out with Andrew or Lenny or myself, you got to stay sober. You're a fucking moron. Through my windshield, Hamburg is a weirdo fanboy. Yep. Raw Rod. Teenagers send pics with monsters and alcohol with their tongues sticking out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what Hamburg does. Is he was blowing up my inbox, sending pictures like with his tongue out, holding a Monster Energy drink. How fucking old are you? Get out of here with that. I don't want that. I'm 51 years old, for Christ's sake. Some Swede pretending to, These people are so fucking stupid. Oh, yay, masters. Ah, I like Metallica. Yeah. What? I've been so happy since I kicked Hamburg out of my followers. I can't stand that guy. He comes here and He talks big shit. Oh, Jay, I see doctor next week. I start training. And he shows up in the United States just drunk day after day after day. You know, and I went to see him. You know, I saw his wife and his daughter at the pool, and they're just disgusted by him because he's just a drunk fool. Ask anybody that's been with Hamburg when he comes to America how he behaves. He's drunk all the time. He's an absolute cartoon character of himself, if that's at all possible. Who is this retired piss trooper guy? What a clown. Come to Delray, asshole. Let's fight. Yeah. Order 66, retired piss trooper. Let's put this guy out of business. What do you think about Jane Franzen, Jay? I would fuck her from behind. Where do I send the Bob Hoffman books? Shut the fuck up. Send them to the Delray Misfits P.O. box. Jay, would you take photos of your daughter poolside in her bikini for the social media? Only if I wanted her to fuck black men and have some mixed race grandkids. What do you think about Julius Maddox? I think Julius is a good name for a black person because that was the name of the chimp in Planet of the Apes. If you want to know serious. Jay, what do you think about that scumbag little Mike Bloomberg? Actually, if Mike Bloomberg dropped his anti-gun rhetoric, he could be a serious candidate. Because really the only reason I don't like Mike Bloomberg is because he's a gun confiscation Nazi. Okay, here's a good one. Jay, what are your thoughts on Hamburg's parenting? Well, I know that Hamburg claims his daughter has been living on her own, and she's like a dental assistant or something. I question both those. I don't know if either one of those is true. And then he says his son still lives at home and is taking classes to, be a civil servant in a socialist country. I don't know. I feel bad for those kids. Hamburg drinks every night. His wife is obviously unhappy. She's like the Swedish version of Cheryl Chance. Yeah. It doesn't matter. All these people. See, let's talk about parenting. Most people with kids act so fucking entitled it makes me sick. And the minute you say something, they're like, "Well, you don't have kids. You don't. Who cares what you have to say?" Well, here's my rebuttal to that. I don't need to put dog shit in my mouth to know it tastes like crap. So when I see a bad parent, I can call it a bad parent. I don't need to be a parent to see a bad parent. Just like I don't need to put dog shit in my mouth to know it tastes like crap. You either have a brain or you don't have a brain. And today's parents make me sick. Like, have you guys noticed, like, every parent will tell you that their child is gifted. Oh, my child is so gifted. Well, then where all these stupid adults come from, you moron? I don't care if your child is gifted. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, this is a funny story. I met this pretty hot, I mean, really hot Jewish chick online years ago, over 10 years ago. And she's telling me how gifted her son is. Okay? And yada yada yada, this and that. So I finally meet the chick, and we met at a restaurant / bar, and she was smoking hot. Like, probably if you think about like a South Florida Jewish American princess who's still hot, who hasn't started to take after her mother, that's this bitch. I mean, she was hot. So anyway, like maybe a week later, I go to her house because she's going to make me dinner. And I finally get to meet her son, who's supposedly gifted. And I meet this kid. And he's like this. I'm like, what the fuck? She said this kid was smart. This kid is a retard. Can't stop blinking. And I'm laying on the bed, with this chick, and her son is playing video games, and he's just like trying to play video games, doing this. I'm like, gifted. This kid should have been drowned at birth. A fucking moron. ABF's Anne Frank, as Jay would say, it was your dime piece. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me, Dale. That doesn't make sense. Kim Haynes is a nice person. Um, I don't know what set me off last night to go off on her, but she said something in the comments. I wish I could find it. Um, all I know is I didn't go off on her for no reason. She said something in those comments. Retired piss trooper, you're a complete fool. Dale is a bottom feeder, just like a catfish. Dale isn't even a catfish. Dale is like a guppy. Dale, I mean, the guy gets contest ready at like 5'6", 205. He makes Rich Gasperi or Lee Labrada look like mass monsters. That's how pathetic Dale is. So, if guys like Rich Gasperi or Lee Labrada are making you look like are looking like mass monsters next to you, you should quit the sport. That's all I'm saying. And Cornelius doesn't have the nutsack to tell Dale that he doesn't have the genetics to do the sport. Because Cornelius is getting paid. Cornelius is smart. Well, okay, maybe that's a reach. I haven't talked to Cornelius about his divorce or this new marriage. But I have a sneaking suspicion Cornelius is smart. I may not be right. I almost think that Cornelius might have married this new chick to get her citizenship. And it's a huge scam. But I don't know. That's just my opinion, and I'm guessing. That new marriage is over. Really? Cornelius trolls Dale. It's sick. I bet if I ask him, he'll shout Dale with a wasp spray. I don't believe that. His new wife is with another man. I bet Cornelius has been taken. Actually, my good friend, Brad, said Dale's looking really good. Like, Brad is obviously really impressed with Dale. Brad's so sensitive, I'm afraid to even talk about Brad. Oh, Brad. Brad's so fucking perfect. Nobody better talk about Brad. Oh, Brad's so perfect. You guys know that song by Warren Zevon? Werewolf in London? I saw a werewolf at Trader Vic's, and his hair was perfect. That's Brad. You talk bad about Brad, he gets butt hurt fast. I'm not even going to mention Brad's girlfriend's name on this, because I couldn't even say something nice on here about Brad's girlfriend. And he is so insecure about his relationship that he would get so butthurt if I paid her a compliment that he would be texting me in the morning, "What the fuck did you say about my woman, Jay?" That's Brad. So, what can you do? So, her name, her nickname, I'm going to try my hardest to never, ever say online. And that's sad that I can't even say something nice about someone's significant other because they might get butthurt. But Brad's a special guy. He's very sensitive. So I know that I value Brad's friendship, and I know if I say his girlfriend's name or her nickname, even if I'm saying something nice, if there's any way possible that Brad can see that as being negative, he's going to get butthurt. So I'm never, ever going to say her name or her fucking nickname that Lenny gave her. And see, here's the thing. When someone's being a bitch, you find out what makes them that way, and I figured Brad out. I could say anything I want. I'm just not going to bring up his girlfriend's name or her nickname that Lenny gave her, because obviously I'm not part of Brad's little secret crew of tight friends. Yeah, whatever. Who is this retired piss trooper guy? He's a clown. Look at him, how much he types comments. Like, what a loser. Fucking complete loser. I think it might be Gorilla Juice, honestly. Lenny called her a cock-blocking bitch on Delray Gear Live. Yeah, but Lenny can get away with that. See, Brad won't say anything to Lenny, but if Jay Masters says anything, "Oh, Jay, you're a piece of shit. Can't believe you're talking about my family." Brad gets all tough guy. So I got to follow Brad's rules if I want to stay friends with Brad. I can read comments though. Ian Redskin Z Wolf New York City. I feel like Taco Queen killed the Misfits. I don't think that's true at all. I think Valerie is a nice person, and she likes Brad posting. So what you said is complete bullshit. Did I do good, Brad? You gonna give me a pat on the back, Brad? What do you think about that, Brad? But no, what I said is true. Trust me, I'm not seeking Brad's approval because just trust me. I'm not going to say anything bad about Brad, but I'm definitely not seeking Brad's approval. Brad's got to find himself. Christ in 1684 used wasp spray on Piss Trooper. He's a clown. Who knows whose account is? He doesn't matter. Do you think I really take criticism from troll accounts very seriously? Oh, I might kill myself tonight. This guy doesn't like me. What do you guys think? This is what you use on Democrats that try and block the road. You want to block the road with your protests? You're going to get that shot in your face. Hello? I would never shoot a crackhead hooker in the face with that wasp spray. That shit's evil. Thoughts on Jason Genova doing food reviews instead of bodybuilding? He's an absolute moron. Come on. He's autistic. Donkey Kong Fitness. Dale's rage for Jay hasn't died. What's up, Donkey Kong, brother? Dale is a complete rube. Like, I feel so sorry for Dale. Like, I must have free rent in his head. Like, he goes to the gym, I'll show Jay, I'm going to win this next show. And then he overtrains. Dude, I sent Cornelius a message 2 days ago asking Cornelius what the plan is. Like, are you guys looking for some small show in some obscure part of North Carolina where Dale could get a first? I'll screenshot it and post it if you don't believe me. Dale is fucked. Dale is so fucked. Dale can't win anything. Cornelius would have to find Dale like Southwest North Carolina bodybuilding championships. Like a show so small where Dale could come in fat at 215 and win. Because like doing a show in a town where there's not even a gym. You know, Dale's like some kind of city boy from Charlotte that travels 5 hours in his home state to get to get to a remote corner of his own state to find a bodybuilding show so small that he could actually win. That's Dale Chance. You guys ask me why I don't like the guy. That's Dale Chance. I think a retired piss trooper has gotta be Gorilla Juice. Who else works this hard at being a troll? Dale Graham. The only thing Dale beat you guys in was to the hospital. Dale can't even drive a fucking 5-speed. Dale is a fucking ignorant rube. Dale wants to play little 5'6" fucking tough guy. He's a clown. Absolute clown. His wife hates him. His kids don't respect him. I mean, who's proud of their dad that comes home with a 5th place trophy? How many of you people have kids? What do kids... Tell me the truth. What do kids think about a 5th place trophy? And I want to hear the fucking truth. Dale. Fucking idiot. Who the fuck wants to be Dale Chance? Little faggot. Does anybody know the name of Dale Chance's work? What's the name of Dale Chance's employer? The steel company that Dale works for in Charlotte. There can't be too many steel companies in Charlotte. You know what I think would be funny? Here's what I think would be funny. Like the original Order 66 on Dale, when people called his work and said, "You've got a little short midget all hyped up on steroids working for your company. You need to drug test him." I think that would be funny. What's the name of Dale's company? Well, for one thing, how many steel companies are in Charlotte? Google could solve that question. Maybe call every steel company in Charlotte and say, "Do you have a little 5'6" guy who thinks he's a bodybuilder? I was in line behind him at the grocery store, and he was bragging about how many drugs he's on because he's got a bodybuilding show coming up." And I didn't really care for that. I think that's a bad reflection on your company. That's what we need to do to Dale. We need to get Dale off steroids so he could just be a 5'6" nothing. Cheryl Chance has him by the balls with child support. If she files divorce on him. So if we did an Order 66 on Dale and called his company and said, "Oh, I was in line behind this guy that I think works for you at the grocery store, and he's bragging about being on all sorts of drugs. Is this guy on steroids? And like he works for you?" And I say we ruin Dale. Does anyone want to help? I say we call Dale's work over and over and over again, saying, "Oh, I was behind this short guy at the hardware store. I think he works for you, and he was bragging about how many drugs he's on. Is that safe in a steel mill?" I was in line behind this guy at Walmart, and he bragging about how many drugs he's on for his bodybuilding show. Is that safe? I was in line behind this guy at Target, little short guy, says he's a bodybuilder. His name is Dale, bragging about how many drugs he's on for his upcoming show. Is that safe in a steel mill? Order 66, Dale Chance. Order 66, Dale Chance. Ruin this little short fuck. Maybe he'll shut his mouth about me. I doubt it, but this is going to be fun. I don't care. Pretend you're at Walgreens. Yeah, I was just in line at Walgreens, and this little short guy was talking about how he's your assistant superintendent of the plant, and he's picking up steroids at the pharmacy. I say we ruin Dale. Dale is, besides Mark Loveliner, Dale is basically public enemy number 2. And I say number 2 for a reason. Fuck Mark Loveliner. Fuck Dale. Order 66, Dale Chance. Who doesn't want to order 66, Dale Chance? He's a fucking loser. I gotta catch up on the comments. Retired piss trooper, go away then. If you don't like me, go away. No one wants you here. I think a retired piss trooper might be Hamburg. No, Hamburg is drunk asleep. You know, when someone tries so hard to troll you like this retired piss trooper loser, it becomes funny. And you don't even want to block them because they make such an ass out of themselves. David, you want to go live with me? Really? Shit. I'll go live with you, David. Hold on. I'm so stupid. I'm having a hard time with my phone. Yeah. Can't fix this now. I want to get rid of this. David, you're not showing up, brother. Did you send a request? David, I don't see you, brother. You have to send me a request. Where's Big Rob? I have no requests on here for anybody wanting to go live with me. Alright, this live ends in 27 seconds. No, David's a cool guy, Raw Rod. I like David a lot. He's a local guy from Florida. I love him. Good friend of mine. Don't fuck with David.